Hi, and thank you for tuning in. You've clicked on this video today because you're looking to buy a home or just wanting to learn about the NACA program. Well, look no further. I will be detailing to you my experience about buying a home using the NACA program. Let's get started, shall we? Let's start with the basics. What is NACA? Well, the acronym NACA stands for Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. It is a home buying program which helps prevent predatory lending and gets you ready for becoming a homeowner. Amen, somebody? Amen? Yes. Well, if you're excited, keep watching. My name is Precious and I bought a home using the NACA program. So there are two types of NACA membership, the non-priority member and the priority member. NACA was initially started a while ago because of the priority member who are considered low to moderate income, and the non-priority member are considered moderate to high income, depending on what people report. That is used to determine the MSA of that particular geolocation, and then also determine if you are considered priority member or non-priority member. Now you know the types of memberships that NACA have. You're asking, okay, why should I use NACA to buy a home? Well, hold up, I was just getting there. Here are some of the great benefits that I got just buying a home with NACA. Number one, there is no down payment. Nada. Depending on whatever down payment you put with other mortgage companies, if it's not up to 20%, you pay what's known as PMI. That leads me to the second benefit of NACA. There is no PMI. Yeah, you heard that right. No PMI. Listen, the benefits of NACA are just a lot. I'm just going to list all of them. No down payment, no PMI, no hidden fees, no mortgage insurance, below market interest rate. And guess what? Your credit score is not a consideration of how much you're qualified for. It's based off of your income to debt ratio. And there is no closing fee. Now you're interested and excited. Now you want to find out, Precious, how can I qualify for this? Hold up, I'm getting there. So there are 10 steps to buying a home using the NACA program. And the first step being attending a home buyer's workshop. They give you detail about the program, and its requirements, about getting qualified for a mortgage. Then at the end of this workshop, you get a NACA ID and you use this and create an account. And this account that you've created leads us to step number 2, which is submitting your information. So after you've created an account, you're going to start uploading your bank statements, your rental payment history, or your mortgage payment history. Yes, NACA do take people who actually are current home owners. Just that you would have to sell your home within a certain period of time before you close with NACA on your new home. That's aside from what we're talking about. I deviate. You'd have to upload your identification, your credit card, or loan statement, including payments of like your annual membership and your credit report. Yes, when you're submitting your information, they expect you to make a payment so your credit reports would be run. That way, they know how much debt you have in order for them to determine how much you qualify for in the mortgage, because they do income to debt ratio in order to qualify you for a mortgage. The third step is NACA qualification. So this is where you work with a housing counselor to review your finances, your payment history, all of those documents that you've uploaded in step 2, and get your budget on point and be qualified to move on to the next step, which is step number 4, is property and purchase workshop. So in this workshop, they will prepare you for housing search. They would identify potential homes, familiarize you with the in-house agent realtor process, like if you choose to use an in-house agent, or They'll also familiarize you with external realtor process if you choose to use an external realtor. But there is an extra step to this. Those external realtors would have to go through the NACA process in order for them to help you buy a home. Keep in mind that with NACA, you really do not spend anything. They're trying to help you save all of your hard-earned cash. Amen. Amen. Yes. So that includes not having to pay any administrative fees for using external realtors, because the external realtors will have to sign an agreement with NACA that they would not charge you anything. Yes. And if in the event they do charge you something, NACA is going to disqualify those realtors or that agency, and they would not be able to help any other person buy a home using NACA. But hey, you're saving money, right? So you've gone through the property and purchase workshop. Step number 5 now is housing search. So this is pretty much self-explanatory, right? You go look for a home, a home you love, and once you find one, you must immediately obtain something called a property specific letter through your members portal. So this property specific letter includes details such as the property costs, the taxes, if there is one, because not all states have state taxes, the insurance on the property, the HOA, if the community you're looking to get a house has HOA fees, and then flood insurance if your house is located in a flood zone. Once you print out this property specific letter from your portal, you present this to your builder or your seller, whatever the case may be, which leads us to step number 6, which is the purchase and sales contract. So you present your PSL to the builder and seller, and this is where you sign all of the contracts for your new home. Please, I beg, make sure you read all your contract documents. Read it meticulously before signing. NACA does have like a list of requirements that they want buyers to put in their contract for their own benefits. And sometimes buyers might overlook these things because of excitement, but it kind of helps you because there's some hidden fees if you don't close in a certain period of time and all of that. I will detail more of this in like coming videos. Step number 7, if applicable, this is where you use a NACA approved inspector to perform an inspection on your home to make sure it passes codes such as safety, structural, mechanical, health. The list goes on. You don't want to buy a faulty home, do you? You don't want to move into a home and 2 days later it's leaking. Do you? No, I don't think no anyone wants to do that. You don't want to move into your house that, the seller says, oh, the HVAC, everything is like brand new, it's all working, and in the middle of the winter, the HVAC breaks down. Well, no matter how excited you are about finding a home, do not skip this step, especially if you are looking to get a resale. Do not skip this step. It is crucial. I can't emphasize it enough. So you've performed inspection on your home. You have agreed with the seller that yes, you are looking to buy this home. So step number 8 is your NACA credit access and bank application. Such a long name, yeah. But this is where you sign your life away. Just kidding. But you will be filling out tons of forms, and just maybe have a second pair of eyes there to review the documents with you. That leads us to step number 9, mortgage process and closing. Let's do a little bit of dance. Because this is the part where you get your keys, right? Yeah. All right, calm down. Well, you have to get a clear to close from a NACA underwriter. Then when you get this, you go on ahead to like your settlement location, sign off more of your life away. Just kidding. Just kidding. But you're going to be signing a whole lot of documents again. So get your hands and your eyes and your wrists. Go ready. Be sure to take identification with you, because they're not going to let you sign those documents without an identification. So at the end of signing this document, you receive your key. Congratulations, you are now a home owner. Yes. Well, there is one more step. People want to, precious, I just received my key. Calm down, Charlie. Things do happen, right? We don't plan for such things to happen. No one ever plans for anything bad for themselves. But honestly, things do happen, like the way COVID-19 suddenly hit, right? No one expected that. No one ever planned for it. But anyways, with NACAR, step number 10 is being supported. So this is more reason why it is such a great program, right? They don't just let go of your hands because you're not a homeowner. They have something called membership assistance program, and it has dedicated staff that's ready to provide comprehensive counseling to help prevent like financial difficulties, and where necessary to help get you back on track, depending on if you kind of like missed a few monthly payments here and there. Members have access to financial assistance. They also have access to budgeting and counseling and mortgage modification, and the list goes on. It's a good program. That's why I'm advocating for it. And in coming videos, I will go in depth about each steps that I've listed to becoming a homeowner. So I hope you learned something from this video. Drop a comment below or question in the comment section, and I will try to answer you as best as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to share this video, like, and subscribe. Goodbye. Stay blessed.